evaluating and actually poker terms and speaking better. Because what I've noticed is when I actually try to talk to high level professionals, I'm not really on their like par. They're like, yo, bro, why don't you break down a hand like it's really supposed to be broken down in ranges? I'm like, yo, bro, look, I put them on the range from this and that and that and this, and they're like, yo, bro, you're not even doing it right. I'm like, shit, you know. So I feel like I gotta get better at everything. So as I progress, I'm a replay and re-listen to the podcasts. And here we go. This one is a forum on 2+2 by Archimedes, or is it? Yeah, it's Archimedes11. It couldn't be Archimedes, no. Archimedes or Archimedes 11. Facing river overbet early in a mega Sunday million on PokerStars. So the blind is 215. Blinds are 300 and 150 with the $40 ante. There's 9 players. The hero is UTG. Has 77 big blinds, basically 23,230. So there's a villain. Villain stack is 18,996, and he finds himself, or Smile DGK, him or her. They're in middle position +1 with 63 big blinds, so we cover them. So pre-flop goes. The hero is UTG with 8-9 of clubs. Hero raises, which is it's like a 2.4x raise here. 2.3 or something like that. 2.389 or something like that. He raises to 660. 2 players fold. Smile DGK in middle position +1 calls, and the 5 other players fold. The flop is 7 of clubs, 5 of hearts, 8 of hearts. So we have a pair with this with basically a gutter. A 6 would give us a straight, and we have backdoor club draw. Backdoor straight flush draw. There's 2,000 in the pot, and it's heads up. So under the gun, us as hero, we check. Smile DGK bets 950, and we just call. So the turn is a 7 of hearts, which gives us 2 pair, but already makes us a possible straight and a possible flush draw. What do we put our opponent on right now? Like, he just called, so he could have had like any pocket pair, the range. Like, let me try to see if I could actually talk about ranges here. So the range I would put him on would be any pocket pair, maybe any highway suited connector, like Broadway suited connector. But would they continue? Would they bet the flop? Any pocket pair would bet the flop. 10 Jack would certainly bet. Maybe Queen Jack. I don't think King Jack. Ace Jack, King Queen wouldn't bet the flop, would it? King Queen of Hearts. Now, if they're all suited, they'd probably bet maybe some sort of Ace X. We have 8-9 of clubs, so we block them having like 9s and 8s. They could have pocket 7s, possible pocket 5s, but it's less likely since there's a 7 on the board and the 7 on the turn. So they could have 6s, they would bet even like Ace X with the Ace of Hearts, a range like that. So 7 of Hearts hits the turn, and we check. Smile DGK bets 2,450. How much is in the pot already? There's 4,000 in the pot. So he bets half pot, and we just call. So the river are three of spade. There's 8,930 chips in there. We check. Small DJK shoves it for 14K. Remember, we cover him. But what did we beat here? We blocked the straight, which is what, 6-9, right? So we blocked 6-9, but what they call was 6-9. Possibly not. They would call with any ace x of hearts. They can have pocket fives possible, pocket threes wouldn't. Maybe a weird line taking pocket threes, pocket eights. We block that, So I don't think there's really much any bluffs we could be here except 10 jack. I'm thinking like 9 10, freaking what, 10 6, obviously weird ass hands like that. 6, not even 6-4 because we lose to 6-4. So 6-3. So Hero says, flop and turn are standard. The tricky part is the river. I would expect it villain to 3-bet Jack Jack here for sure. Probably pocket tens, and I block 9-9, which would be his best flatting overpair. Okay, he can't have many 7x combos. Only 2x combos of 7 6s and 2 combos of 8 7s. I also block pocket 8s, and the board pairing leaves only 4 combos of 7s and 5s. I don't see him showing up with 6-4 or 6-9. I don't block hearts, of course, but his bet sizing is super polarizing. And there are plenty of brick draws he could have had, like 9-10s, Jack 10s, Jack 9s, most of which I don't block. Plus, he knows I'm capped, so it would be a perfect board to put max pressure on me. Then again, it's pretty early in a small, I guess, in a small multi-tournament. So I don't know if how likely a huge bluff is at this stage. Thoughts? I would say Archimedes11, that even though you don't tell us the results, or what, like, this sounds like you folded here, but it really sounds like you wanted to call as well. I wouldn't fold, like, I don't fault you for folding here. At this stage in the tournament, anybody could be playing, what, 7-5, 7-8, you know? It seems like he's going for value for, in my opinion. So, and these are some of the replies. I think this is probably your best bluff catcher. Read less out. I'd probably just go ahead and call. Calling certainly gonna get some EV. You'll obviously lose to some stuff, but he'll also show up with a lot of stuff you mentioned. So I'll just probably make him show me a bolt. But if you fold it as a population exploit that people just don't bluff like this enough, then I'd be fine with that too. I don't think this is a great bluff catcher since it doesn't block Jack 9, 10-9, and blockers, and blocks no hearts. Fold pre, AP fold. I don't know what AP is, so you should have boats and overpairs. It's not a great flop for your range. So yeah, I wanna talk like this guy, like ex McBluffin, you know. so we got a reply from Alchemedis or Alchemedies11 to Egg McBluffin. Actually, I'm not opening fives from UTG, so I've only got sevens and eights. That's four combos totals, and 8-9 is a better bluff catcher than an overplay because it blocks boats. It blocks, yeah, it is a good bluff catcher. It blocks boats. It blocks straight draws, but straights. But I'm pretty sure you made the right fold. Damn. So this is seems like you just posted this and look at the replies. It's going ham. Yeah, I posted this the 28th though of March. That was a good hand. Not bad, right? So I just wanna catch you guys up to speed on what I'm doing. I'm actually more into reading now. I've gotten two books to read that I didn't put here to read, except for one. I actually was reading this since like before the quarantine. So I have principles and types of speech communications that I'm reading, which doesn't make sense because maybe I won't give a speech anymore, and there's not a lot of people that there's no more auditoriums packed with people to give motivational speeches or nothing like that. So maybe that's not the ideal book to read, but I'm just skimmed through that almost like I'm not even done and halfway done, but I think I want to finish this first. And I also have El Secreto. That means in Spanish, it means the secret. So I have the secret in Spanish. I just want to read it because I know Spanish. I don't want to I want to work on my Spanish. I know Spanish, but I just don't I, I'm not gonna just speak English and not speak Spanish, bro. I speak Spanish and English, so this it's the same thing to me. Like I have to if I learned French, I wouldn't stop learning French. Like if I spoke French and Spanish and English and fucking Italian, I wouldn't stop speaking. I want to speak Russian and I want to learn Hebrew. So the two things I want to learn. So two books and two languages I want to speak. You know what my number is? 1-800-222. Too good for you, baby. So now you can reach me anytime on Instagram, Twitter. It's all Ultimate Grinder 33, Ultimate Grinder everywhere. Um, so and I've been playing tournaments, but I actually have a bankroll mission that I'm not gonna play. Even if I have a $200 bankroll, then I'm still gonna play $2 buy-ins. I'm gonna play the dollar buy-ins. I might take shots of $5 buy-ins on Sunday, but that's only on Sundays, and that would be $5 buy-ins. So Sundays and probably Mondays too as well, because it's really good on BOL. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so I'm stick to a good regimen, just dollar buy-ins, and I have this theory of I'm a good at the beginning of the levels I play really good, and like Berkey said, if the tournament can be over at the beginning of the levels, if we could just beat Deep Sack, then we'll be victorious. We'll be the best. But whatever. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm not here to gloat. I'm not here to I don't know anything. I know nothing. I just started. Even though I've been playing for years, like 3 years or something. So yeah, I've been thinking after the early levels, I might even during the early levels, I might want to take shots, more shots. Let's say I double my stack, and the starting stack is 7,500, and I double it to 1,500, right? If I could double that, not, or maybe just get another three starting stacks instead of just being conformed to having two, because a lot of people they really gamble a lot in the early stages of the tournaments, and it's not that I gamble. I use the small ball approach because it really works, man. It really works to accumulate chips, but name of the game is Hold'em. No Limit Texas Hold'em. That's what we're playing. You know, we used to play stud. We used to play all this. We now we play PLO as well. So, and yeah, I want to thank you guys for. Even though I didn't read many hands, I don't want to keep you guys tied up. I know you're at home, taking care of your families, and you know, stay safe. Keep your immune system up, and let's get stacking. You know, let's continue to crush.